Hey everybody, welcome to another comic book review. In this video, I'll be talking about Volume 2 of Locke Key by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. This volume is called Head Games. So this volume picks up where the first left off, and it actually starts off in the past, and it starts off from the perspective of a high school teacher named Joe Ridgway, and this is him. And it starts off, in the past with his relationship with a woman named Callie, who was also a member of the school staff. And now he's older, and he's starting to notice some very troubling things that remind him of the past, and he doesn't know what to think of it. He doesn't really like that. He's seeing somebody that looks very familiar that he taught back in the 80s, and the resemblance is uncanny, and it really disturbs him. So it starts off from the perspective of Joe Ridgway, and then, of course, you get back to the Locke family, and you kind of see how the Locke family is adjusting to life in Lovecraft, Massachusetts after the death of their father, Rendell. And you see the kids, specifically Kinsey and Tyler, adjusting to high school life, and you get some of that awkwardness that comes with being a high schooler, but also, the fact that everybody knows who they are because of the tragic situation with their father, and there's some really interesting stuff there. This book in particular, the second volume, has some absolutely hysterical moments. There are moments in this book that every single time I read this series make me laugh without fail. Specifically involving a new key that Bodhi, the youngest child of the family, finds, the head key. And basically, this key is able to unlock your mind, and you're able to put new things into it to learn things, or take things out that you might not want in there. So later in the series, later in this volume, for example, Kinsey decides that she wants to get rid of her fear and whatever it is that makes her cry. So she takes those out using the head key. One thing that I really like about this book is that it starts delving into side characters. And one thing that I stated in my review for Volume 1 of Locke and Key is that one of my favorite things about this series is how well the characters are written. Even the smallest characters, like the side characters, they feel so rich and layered and real, and just brilliant writing on Joe Hill's part. This volume introduces us to Brian, Duncan Locke's partner, and you get an arc involving the two of them, and they have an encounter at a bar that kind of sets off some stuff, and you also get some backstory into the character of Ellie Whedon, Kinsey's running coach, and you get to see how Dodge, the evil force that's like the main antagonist of this series, kind of has pushed his way into her life, and just when she thought that she had gotten rid of him, he comes back. And you get to kind of see some of the things that happened as a result of Dodge, and you get to see Ellie's home life living with her absolutely horrible mother, and her young son Rufus. And just I love this series so much. I can't even tell you guys how much I enjoy reading and rereading this series. This volume gives depth further to more of the characters. You get some insight into more side characters, and Gabriel Rodriguez's art is constantly evolving and getting better and better, and it's he's a master, and I will read pretty much anything that he has a part in. I think he and Joe Hill together, especially, are an absolutely wonderful creative team. I think, as far as comics go, like they're right up there with Jeff Loeb and the late Tim Sale for being my favorite writer artist duo in all of comics. Um, I think their work on Lock and Key is more than enough to solidify those two as one of my favorite writer artist duos in comics. This series just, they give their all every single step of the way, and it only gets better and better and better and better. Um, those are my thoughts on Head Games, Lock and Key Volume 2. Thank you as always for watching, and look forward to more videos in the future. Have a great night.